Yes, we can start.
Okay. Om Shanti. Let's begin the session. Come into the sitting posture. Go into your asana. Observe your alignment, how you are sitting. Be comfortable within it. Take the moment to going into your posture. Just be in the posture. Once you connect it, move your awareness towards your natural breath, the breath which is going in and coming out. Just observe. Take a deep, prolonged inhalation. Now, deep, prolonged exhalation. Inhale and exhale with awareness.
Hello.
Now, take a 3 times Om along with Shanti. Inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration. Now join your both palm together, rub your palm and place on your eyes. Feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm, gently open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So we covered the major problems. Now the one topic which today I want to talk about, till now we discussed about the Vata, Pitta and the Kapha related issues and the combination of the two doshas issues. So majorly we covered most of the issues. And if you follow strictly this diet, the the treatment, the general treatment, most of the problem would be sorted out. Ayurveda also talked about one other part, that why the diseases are formed and why even giving the treatment, things are not working for them. The one of the major reason, the vague, I'll write it down for you. So vague, the pronunciation is vague. Vague means urges. Urges. Vague. This vague play very crucial role in your body. Vague in society, whenever we are living, we have the body urges, our basic instincts. The urges of poo, pee, passing the stool, passing the urine. But because of the social pressure, farting, what we do now in modern times, even in the ancient times, social obligation. We are going through the social obligation, and this is the main reason many people are suffering from the disease. And in spite of giving the treatment, they are not treatment are not working in the well. And recently, I met with one of my student, and she shared her experience related to that. She doesn't like to use the public toilet and doesn't want to go for the pee. So she always hold her pee, not going for urine. Even her body is giving the signal that immediately she has to go for pee. And later on, she developed the kidney damage issues, and she becomes so sick. Like 1 year, she was hospitalized. So this is a very simple thing. Like you're holding your poo, you're holding your pee, you are not farting in public because people think about it, oh, this is very unnatural. But I don't know who started these things. Is the one is the stupid thing the human is doing. Very stupid thing. If gases are produced in your body and you have to, and especially the fat which is smelly because of the indigestion, you get the fat and you are holding your fat. You're not publicly farting, or you think about it, okay, where I can do. You can go step out from your home or the places if you feel in that way, but never ever hold your poo, your pee, and your fart. Never ever. Because you are holding for 1 minute, like you are holding like for momentary, but the result, the consequences would be devastating. You would be troubling yourself in the future. And especially the urinary infection, inflammation happen because most of the girls, especially in India, we don't have public toilets, or girls, we don't have clean toilets. So they hold their pee for longer period of time, and then it inflame their lower abdominal part. So urinary bladder infection and the inflammation is very common in nowadays. And even in spite of giving all the treatment, it's not gonna work in proper way because they are not changing their habit, not understanding that once your body giving you signal, you have to immediately pee or go for the poo or fart. So vague, these three things is very, but I totally understand. So the society where you are living is giving you tremendous pressure, but Ayurveda talks about the freedom. Please stop doing these stupid things. Don't think about the other people that what they gonna think, they are stupid person. It's not the fashion terms. In the name of the fashion, in the name of the suppression. And when we talked about the freedom from these things, at least whenever you want to go for pee, you pee. Whenever you want to go for poo, you have to poo. And whenever you want to fart, you at least get fart, not other things which we brood and which the intellectual society is talking about it. Intolerance is very common world nowadays. So intolerance, you are intolerating these things. Please come out from that. And by doing this, you are preventing many diseases. So these three things, take the pledge, doesn't matter whoever is thinking, yeah, if fart is smelly or it's noisy, that's okay. But this is the natural way body release the gases. Never ever stop. Ha. The moment you start eating the healthy diet, the moment you start taking um, the easy digestible fruits and the vegetables and the diet, the meal, the production of the gases in your body would be gonna reduce, and then you're not gonna fart. it's become very less, and then your fart would not be smelly. Even your poo and your pee would not be smelly. Remember in three malas I talked about whatever you eat, these things would be affected. So if you take the lots of tamasic food in your diet, packaged food, or the things which is processed, smell would be very stronger. You just tell by smell of the body of somebody else that what he's eating, what kind of diet he's carrying. So um, and his poo would be more smelly. If somebody is eating the non-veg and the lots of warm spices in his diet and processed food, his poo, pee, and the fat and even the sweat becomes smelly. So if you change, which I talked about in detail in the previous session, if you follow those things and you're strictly following it, eh, automatically you're gonna see the smell would be reduced. Now, the ideal time of it said that a healthy person, how many times he has to go for the mull, like poo and pee. So ideal time is depend person to person, depend the body nature. Some people they go for twice or thrice in a day. They feel okay with it, like since childhood. If it is your nature, that is the your nature to going three times or four times. You feel it's become the habit of your body. Some people they go for the poo and the pee, especially for the poo twice in a day or once in a day, morning time. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. It means abnormality in digestion means, and the constipation means when your body nature is changed. Yogi more his body is meant, he's changed his habit and he goes like he's not going for many times for the poo and the pee. His body has started absorbing each and every molecules of the food and the water. So waste is so much produced, not so much produced. So that's also be healthy. Even once in a week, you are going for poo, and more than um, um, especially for the poo. If it's become the nature of your body and you don't feel heaviness, that's okay. Constipation means only when you are feeling heaviness, you feel bloating. Indigestion means you feel weakness, and immediately after eating, you go for the poo. Then it considered unnatural thing. So according to the body type, according to the person nature, a person can be twice a day, once in a day, or in a week, or 3 day, once in a thrice a day, three like third day, he's going for the poo. It's okay. Nature, his nature of the body is like that. But he has to be feel okay, even if he's not going for poo daily. If symptoms are heaviness, he feel like his mind is like disturbed by that, not going for poo, it called that he is having the constipation. For the pee, the ideal, the healthy pee considered to be 6 or 7 times in a day is natural. But again, it is depend person to person also. If you are taking the dietetic drinks in the like caffeine, cacao, or the cold drinks in your diet and drinking too much water, then P would be increased. So whatever diet you are giving, so it doesn't mean it is unhealthy. Okay. So it also depends person to person. But if you are correcting the eating habit and the drinking habits, which I talked about in detail, automatically your pee and the poo would be under your control. You get the natural way. So now poo, pee, and the fart, even fart would not be smelly if you correct those things. and then major of the issue would be sorted out. Now come to the other ways of the body. Other ways of the body are your sexual desire. Brahmacharya is the most important part in the Ayurveda and the Yoga, but Ayurveda and even the Yoga doesn't talk about sexual desire should be suppressed. Any the especially when the people who are having orgasm, never ever, especially in tantric vidya, and because of the misunderstanding of the yoga practice, some of the people they indulge into the sexual activity and they try to stop, they try to control their wake days orgasm, and that is the most critical condition they are giving to themselves. So psychosomatic, never ever stop your orgasm, especially when it's coming out. If you stop those things, that means you are gonna have the psychosomatic issues. And even if you're getting the treatment, any treatment you are getting and you are controlling these sexual desire and the orgasm, because some people think that having the orgasm is considered to be a sin. You're breaking the brahmacharya, but no, dear. It doesn't mean the suppression. Di- Diversion is there. You can channelize that energy into the other. In the spiritual way, there's a method, but suppression, nobody talks about. It's the biggest misunderstanding. So, very much important, never ever stop your sexual desire, because this is the main reason people who are having, even in spite of giving the treatment, they cannot, you know, get out from the stress, which is unconscious level is working because they are suppressing their basic instincts. It is in your gene, it is the nature which procreation is the nature. But yes, human being has the choice. I keep talking about it. You have the choice. Through the meditation, through the practice of yoga, you can, even not suppressing this desire, you can convert these energy, your sexual energy, and you can use that energy for the higher goal. You can liberate, you can come out, but no suppression, no forceful effect, no control. Forcefully you're controlling, then it would be converted into the disease, especially the mental disorder, neurological disorder, psychosomatic disorder come because of this one of the major way we stop. Now, apart from that, other ways are emotional wake, emotional urges, the cry, the tears. Never ever stop your tear. Lose yourself. If you want to cry, cry, crying. But again, especially for the men, I feel pity for the men. Our society doesn't give the space to the man so that he can share his emotions, where he can take it out, where he want to cry, he can cry. And that's why, according to the one of the research, it said that major heart attack, cardiovascular issues are comparative to the girls and the women's men, because they are suppressing their emotions. They're not crying. And we girls, we cry for small, tiny things. And if you're not crying, cry. Don't think crying make you weak. Crying make you strong. Never ever stop your tear. And around, it is my humble request to you guys, around you, create the atmosphere. For girls, it is easy, but create the atmosphere where men can also cry around your parents, your father, your brother, and your siblings, your cousins. Give them space. Make that solid relationship to them so you can give your shoulder to them. So where they can cry. Don't mock at them. Through the crying, many suppression which they're storing in their heart, in their mind, it's come out. And after crying, you would be a lighter person. So never ever stop this wake, your emotional wake. Now the next is yawning. When we yawning is sleeping. Like people think whenever you yawn, it's a sleeping. Two times you yawn. One, when you feel sleepy. Second, when your brain is lacking for the oxygen, then you take the oxygen from the mouth. So never ever suppress your yawning. If you want to yawn, yawn. Either it's for sleeping or either it's for taking the more oxygen, openly yawn. In my classes, many students they start yawning. I don't stop them because I know this thing that this is the way they keep themselves attentive. Because when the oxygen is lack in the body, you go into the sleeping mode. Slightly you become drowsiness and you feel something like okay, it's sleepy. That's why you yawn, so brain become active. So yawning is very good. Never ever stop your yawning. Then other ways of the body is blinking of the eyes. People are think that certain and you know hitchki we call when you start having a certain body effect, what we call when you start like people say that you start remembering somebody names, somebody is missing you get the constant uh, what we call you start having the hitchki. Let me see the what we call hitchki in English. Hiccups, sorry. Yeah. So whenever you have hiccups, never try to stop it. But yes, and there is a way to stop. Drink the water, drink something. It's a body reaction. Okay. Sneezing, never ever stop your sneezing, hiccups, and this yawning. This is the natural way of your body showing you signals, and your prana is somehow is go imbalance, and that's why you are having these things. But we relate somehow to the some superstition belief. But it's okay. But don't try to forcefully stop it. Especially for the hiccup, you can just bring the water, take the time, just focus on yourself, and then hiccup automatically gonna stop. Divert your mind, your hiccups gonna stop. Okay, but for the other things, yawning and the sneezing, don't forcefully stop these things. So these are the way of the body one never ever stop. And if you're trying to stop these ways of the human body, it converted into the disease. And in spite of giving the treatment not gonna effectively 100%, whatever I just talked about it, it not properly work. So please follow this as well. Stop think about what other society people or the fashionable people, these stupid norms and the stupid things which is going around you. Just accept this is the nature of the body. Everybody does these things, but I don't know why they aren't putting themselves on denial mode and why they're mocking at each other. It has to be stopped. You can bring the change in the society when you start implementing on yourself. So be the part of that change. So this is the way. And today is the whole course is finished. Ayurveda and yoga therapy. Now, tomorrow and today, we gonna I'll take the question answer. So whatever question answer till now, whatever we covered, you can go through it. and you can ask the questions, any question related to the Ayurveda and the yoga therapy, or any disease which you want to discuss about it. We can discuss today and the tomorrow, and day after tomorrow I'll give you the assignment, and that would be which you have to submit the assignment. I'll give you the mail ID and where you have to write it down. Okay, assignment for your learning as well, and through that I get the understanding how much you get from this course. So don't worry about it. It's a basic assignment, basic task which help you to more understanding this course. So any doubt, any difficulty till now which you want to ask?
So for like wrist or knee injuries, is there like an Ayurvedic way?
Okay, wrist and knee injuries, as I talked about, if you have, because certain posture you are doing it wrong way and tremendous pressure come to you and you break your bone, that time only solution give the rest. Even Ayurveda talks about it. Remember, I talked about the bone related issues and the diet, which I talked about it, that calcium, magnesium, which improve your ligament, tendons, and fascia, and giving the strength to your bone. That diet that has to be followed. And yes, Susvyam, which I talked about it, they have to practice. But if they met with the injury, that very second, you just require nothing, just take the proper rest. Body itself gonna heal. You can follow the diet and give the rest plenty of, like, even the fracture happened to you, fracture automatically body gonna heal. Doctor doesn't does anything, they just give the plaster, they just use the band, so you cannot move that part of the body. If you don't move that part of the body much, body itself gonna heal the fracture. And even the ligaments and the muscles, what if if there's no fracture and the muscles are tear apart partially or fully, you just give the rest. You can use the heat and cold pad therapy. Swelling is there, so give the uh, one time use the heat and then second time the cold. In very quickly, it's gonna reduce the inflammation, and then you can apply the with light hand the any anti-inflammatory oil which I talked about. The garlic mustard oil is anti-inflammatory oil. You can prepare that oil. Use the mustard oil half, like 250 grams of garlic clove peeled, you can use and put into the mustard oil. 250 ml mustard oil you can use and store in the glass bottle, keep it in the sunlight for 20 to 30 days and apply that. So ready this oil. Don't and the sun would be, gradually sun give the proper heat, and garlic mixed with the mustard fused, the mustard oil would be fused with the garlic, and then apply that oil light handed that area. Use Wrap that area and twice in a day and give the proper rest. Any kind of injury, especially with the bones and ligaments, and even your fascia is affected. But yes, same diet they have to follow. The diet should be rich in the calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and nuts. Soaked nuts should be given to them, so body quickly gonna heal. And this way, and yes, when they recover, to strengthen their joints, strengthen their knees, strengthen their bones. So Shvyam, I talked about, you can enroll yourself in traditional schools. They teach the Sushvyam, the Pavan Mukh series in detail. There's more than this is the whole branch of the yoga, one of the form, which is the therapeutic yoga. Okay, so that yoga is very much effective. for every kind of injury, and especially when they recovered from the injury. So this is all about. Understood?
Okay, what about people who have like diarrhea like several times a day? Like I know some people who like um that always like have diarrhea.
I think yesterday the whole class is about the diarrhea in digestion, right? Remember? I've given the fatigue thing. Whenever you get the indigestion, maybe you get the colitis. You have to go through the checkup. Maybe your small intestine are inflamed. You might have the ulcer. Might so you have to figure out what actually you are having, or IBS. Remember, yesterday we talked about irritable bowel syndrome. So for that, I have given the specific diet, like the buttermilk. Buttermilk should be given to them. The people always have the diarrhea. It means somehow it's related with their stress level. But yes, they have to go through the checkup. If colitis or the indigestion happen due to the stress, so they have to work on their stress level. But diet, yes, buttermilk is very much effective, and pomegranate juice should be given to them. Don't give the rich fiber diet. Cow buttermilk. So yes, they have to find the cow milk. Ayurveda talks about very much, especially those who have colitis, bleeding, stool is, and whenever they go for the poo, the bleeding, the blood is coming through the stool, inflamed stomach, inflamed the anal region, and their small intestine, and they don't have the good bacteria. So buttermilk is probiotic drink. Homely made buttermilk should be given to them. Use the cow yogurt, freshly cow yogurt. How you can make it? You take the cow milk and you can use the curd, little bit a curd, little bit bacteria, probiotic bacteria. Use overnight left lukewarm milk you can use for overnight, and then add plain, at least add the 1 liter water into 250 gram of the curd. 1 liter water or 2 liter water, it has to be very, liquid, very liquid. Add cumin, asafoetida, roasted cumin powder, or roasted cumin you just add, asafoetida, hing, HING, which we call in English asafoetida. Hing, pinch of hing. You can add rock salt according to your taste, and drink whole day. Even if they cannot eat anything, whole day they can drink. And best time, not after noon. Afternoon they can start having the cumin tea. Cumin tea they can prepare. Uh, I also talked about it, the importance of the cumin tea. They can use the 1 teaspoon in they can boil it properly and then sip it the night. That's reduce the inflammation of the gut area and other area, and making strengthening their stomach, strengthening their small intestine and the large intestine. Whole digestive tract would be strengthened. Even if they're not eating, they can just drink these things. It maintain their energy. And yes, if the sugar level go down, give them the thread mishri, piece of the thread mishri. They can just lick it. They can just keep in their mouth and take the uh, liquid, the saliva, slowly. So it maintain the sugar level, because we have to patient with them. And yes, plenty of the rest core asanas should be introduced to them. I already talked about, again I'm repeating, and these things would be very much effective for them, especially these two things include in their diet. Yes, fiber should not be given to them. Fiber, if you're giving in, diarrhea would be aggravated. So juices, best juice is pomegranate and this buttermilk. then rest of the juice is also given. Okay, they have to observe their body. Clear?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so tomorrow I'll take up the questions, whatever we covered till now. If you have any doubt which you don't understand, I'll revise you. Okay, so tomorrow for the revision, so we please go through the notes, please go through the all the things, and anything which you do not understand, please ask in tomorrow class for the revision. So and day after tomorrow I'll send you the assignment which you have to submit um, within a 1 week. Take your time, it is for
The,
your yeah.
the manager said that we don't have to complete anything from online.
Dear, it's for your learning. I'm not giving you the exam here. It's for your learning. If you write it down, it would be beneficial for you. Okay, so you do
Are
the
you
self.
giving feedback?
I'll give you the I gonna share you the assignment, and that would be WhatsApp. I put on the WhatsApp online group as well and the Bali group. And if you're gonna complete it, it's wonderful. I cannot
They
pressurize
didn't
if
put
manager.
him in the online group. They
Yeah,
didn't put it on the online group. They didn't put me in the online group.
that's I'm saying in Bali group and online group, both way I gonna share you. Okay, so don't worry about it. So I'll share on the Bali group. If you do it, I'll evaluate these things and I come to know how much you learn about it. It's good for you. So it's not compulsory, but I find like if manager is telling you these things, so I cannot go against with it. But if you go through it, it give you better understanding. You are doing your own research, and then it give you the deep understanding whatever you are covered. Okay. So let's. This much is clear, Michelle.
Yes.
It's not
Thank you.
compulsory. If you want to submit, you can submit it. Okay. Clear?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. So let's end the session with the Om chanting and just go into your posture, go into your asana, observe your alignment, how you are sitting, and move your awareness towards your breath. Deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale. And now take a deep breath for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration. Join the both palm together. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. And while blinking, looking at your palm, gently open up your eyes and say Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Take care of yourself. Meet you in tomorrow's session. Bye bye. Take care.